The HRE is just insane.
Also,
Like trying to make it homogenous religiously.
it's never gonna happen.
Like, I guess if you went religious ideas, you could take the centers and forcibly like convert them. The issue is, like, in a game with humans, like let's say this was like a competitive human game, like it would be simply impossible, right? Because you'd have to invade Denmark, you'd have to invade France, you'd have to invade Holland, take them from players, which would be impossible, get the province in coring range. You know, not that you would core it, you just convert it and then like give it back, but it still has to be in range for you to take it, period.
Well, remember that all the religious centers disappear at the end of the Age of Reformation.
Yeah, but I'm on about like trying to like get your authority back during this era is what I'm on about.
I think you've just got to give up and try and hold solid during this era, and then try and push on afterwards.
So you like Poland, Dave? How do you feel about it?
Seems solid so far. I'm going to be quite disappointed when I lose my age modifier though. Like plus
Yeah.
33% goods produced is pretty fucking insane.
That's insanely good, yeah. That's what I remember.
Beyond that, it seems pretty solid though. Cavalry's good for now.
I mean, their ideas are really very good. Lots of good combat ideas.
Yeah.
I prefer the Germans though, all things considered.
Well, I mean, my troops are still pretty good, and I haven't even taken a single military idea yet.
Right.
Although I will be going like 4 military ideas now, I think, to be honest. Or how about? Oh no, I've got aristocratic ideas. I tell a lie. Are you annexing Brandenburg now?
I don't think I'll be able to annex him, but I'll take a couple provinces again off him this time.
Aggressive expansion or just overextension?
No, AE.
You're actually paying attention to aggressive expansion?
I suppose that's a point. Probably could ignore it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I've just given up. I'm at 180 with the Ottomans at the moment.
I mean, I don't want to see if I get too much, they won't vote for me as emperor. So
No, that's true, actually.
I have to observe it
I can
for
get
that
away with
reason.
that. Fucking AI just stealing a load of trade out of Baltic Seas, out of the Baltic Sea, though. Although, to be fair, Shogi is stealing even more than that out of Lubeck. How many fucking light ships do you have in Lubeck, Shogi?
90. But look at the trade value in London. It's glorious.
In London or in
In the
Channel?
English Channel.
Yeah, I know, it's fucking insane. Where's that all coming from? Is that
Ivory Coast, Americas. Yeah.
oh, holy shit, 200 trade value coming into the Ivory Coast? That's pretty insane.
It's only 87 from Ivory Coast.
Yeah, I know, but GOTS is taking another 100 out as well and sending that to Bordeaux.
Oh shit. Oh no, I have a good heir. Of course he's gonna die. Of course. Of course. Oh my god. Oh my god. Medieval medicine. It didn't kill him. That's astonishing. I'm in awe. It's usually like sending a murderer in to check on him. Medieval doctor, he's like, oh, you're feeling a bit, you get a bit of a headache. Okay, well, let's drain some blood out of you. It'll make everything better. It's like, oh, you have a fever and you're very frail right now. Oh, I'm gonna take like half of the blood out of your body. This'll work.
It's ingenious.
Oh my god, they were fucking dumb. Oh, poor bastards.
To be fair to them, they did do what they thought worked.
Yes. It just killed you though. Like it literally made it easier for you to die. Like if you were sick, if you did what the doctors said.
Oh, by the way, Manchester, I consider adding a load of states to the Empire. You might be able to get through reform that way.
Yeah, I could. I'm debating it. The wisdom of
Have you
doing
got
that
enough
right
states?
now. I have to count them. I think I have enough to do one reform right now. I don't know if I have 50
I mean,
states
you've got the
outside.
votes. You've got the votes for it as well at the moment.
I think I have literally 50 right now, so I could just get one maybe. I have to do it quick though, because then it would tick down to 49.9 or something.
If you try adding a state, find out what happens, because I don't know if you get 1 from it or if you get 1.1 because you get the Imperial Authority modifier.
That's actually a point, Dave. You may be right.
How badly do you guys actually beat up the Ottomans in the end then? Oh yeah, you're getting a lot more than 1 authority per state added at the moment.
Come, my pretties. Don't you want to join this disaster known as the HRE? Don't you want to be a part of this too? This abortion of reason, insensibility. This nightmare.
What did you do to Ming, Shogi?
I haven't done anything. I attacked the Philippines.
And Ming defended them.
They were a tributary, yeah.
Okay.
But as soon as I peace out with them, you know, I mean, Ming doesn't become war leader, so they can't really stop me from taking them.
Yeah.
Is it worth it doing the last reform and being the HRE, or is it better to keep them all as like little vassal buddies?
The second last one is the best one.
Yeah. And they don't count against your relation slot, I don't think.
No, they
Yeah,
don't.
that's pretty sweet. I would say, like, if you're like one of the neighbors, like, what the fuck do you do? Like, if once the person has done that, well, I guess the answer is you don't let them get to that point.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's like once you do that, you can pretty much just start releasing vessels, right? Because you can just have infinite numbers.
Well, that's like how it was back in EU3, if you recall. That's what you would do as Austria. You just like send gifts, diplo-vassalize until you every single OPM.
Do you guys ever hire and fire military leaders to get your professionalism or not? And would it be a worthwhile investment?
I think it's better to invest in manpower development, but I mean, yeah, sure, it's a viable option. I don't know where to put this merchant. I have too many merchants.
It sounds like a first world problem to me.
It's definitely a first world problem.
I mean, speaking as a greedy Austria who controls all of Catholic Germany, I mean, I'm quite aware of the hypocrisy of putting you down. Don't get me wrong. But nonetheless, points still stand. Ming wants military access from me. Okay. No.
Bow to the Chinese emperor.
Just to be clear, he wrote in the little letter he sent me, he was like, "Hi, go through you so I could attack Shogul." And I'm like, what? Oh no, don't do this. Don't do this.
Don't do what?
Don't become Protestant again. They refuse to give in. Okay, just so you know my pain, look at Württemberg and Ravensburg. I freed them. Look at Ulm. Ulm I converted to Catholic. I remember doing this because we played a week ago. I converted Ulm at least 4 times to Catholic, and every time I converted it, it just flips the fuck back. Like it gives 0 fucks what I say for them to do. It's like I invade, I raze their city to the ground, kill a lot of people. I'm like, alright, you're gonna be Catholic now, right? And they're like, sure, of course. We'll be Catholic. And I'm like, okay, we're leaving. Once the army's out, immediately start being heretics all over again.
I have a sneaking suspicion that Spain wants to be the Pope.
You what?
I think Spain wants to be the Pope.
Did he put
that
a point
idea?
into?
He's put 100 points into it.
I know.
I mean, where the fuck?
Only 34% chance after all those points. The Pope is like, yeah, well, in one of 3 universes, you'll get to control me. And Saharez is like, I'm gonna spend even more points. And he spends like 100 more points. Pope's like, well, in 4 out of 10 possible elections, you will be in control of me. And he's like, yes. This was so worth 150 papal points. Pope is a fucking asshole. There's too many Catholics, that's the issue here. We need fewer Catholics in Christendom.
I mean, he's put 275 papal points into that. That's a fucking insane amount.
Oh, I have Catholic zealots, do I? Oh, that's a change. We'll treat them in the same way we deal with all zealots here. Gonna negotiate with them. Negotiate them right into the fucking ground. There we go.
I don't think you're using that word right.
Wait, hold on. Oh, great. I don't even have to go to war with them. Perfect. That's all we wanted. It's Danish in this game for some reason, but okay, we'll roll with it. Oh no, Schleswig was Danish. I'm thinking of Holstein. Holstein was German.
What? They were both Danish.
Yeah, there was a German majority in Holstein.
Ah, right. Yeah, that is true.
I still love that story of the first Schleswig War. I was reading about it. It was like a bunch of college students, basically the equivalent today of what would be college students in Schleswig and Holstein, like rose up in 1848 against like the King of Denmark. So he sent like 100 guys, like angry Danes with rifles, like and axes down there. And they killed all the college students, and they were like, fuck you, you're part of Denmark. And they came back to Copenhagen, but had a big giant party. They were like, yes, we're awesome. And like a few years later, Prussia and Austria together, the two great powers together, invade little Denmark and just ruin everything. What a ridiculous chain of events that was. Oh, see? I've been reconverting Protestants so much that now they're starting to fuck with Spain instead. That's funny. They're like, well, we fucked with Germany sufficiently now. Let's randomly convert Asturias for no reason, even though no one wants this to be a thing. Great Heir still died.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. I just had the gunpowder flood. 18 religious rebels raises up in Færøerne. I'm not gonna sail out there. God damn it, this sucks.
Where? In where?
The Faroe Islands.
Hmm.
That's what he's on about.
Because somehow the gunpowder plot made ripples. 18,000 ripples spawn up there.
Obviously.
I don't think that many people even lives there, like now. It's ridiculous.
It's their secret hideout. Like why don't like why is this so unreasonable to you? It's the secret hideout of the people who want to kill the king. It's like a secret clubhouse, and they just all get together on the Faroe Islands, like a big treehouse, and they're like, ah, fuck, we hate King James or whoever it was. It's King James, right? It was the gunpowder plot against.
I have no idea.
I think it was
I
James.
don't know. Aren't you a history teacher?
Yes. I know many things, but I don't know all the things. Well, you're English. What are you talking? The Englishman should be able to answer that question. It's your own history.
I genuinely have no idea.
It's ridiculous.
You've got more important to worry about. I just crashed completely.
I guess you should just hot join.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. 18 months. The age of Reformation is over.
17.
Oh, did you seize Bessarabia from your buddy there?
Yep. A while back.
Mm.
I'm considering seizing some more, to be honest.
Yeah, you can turn him into, you can demote him. It's 100 admin to do that. And you can just integrate him.
Yeah, I know. It's just hassle. I don't know. May as well probably do that. Having him as a march is quite useful though, because he just runs around with 8k sieging everything. Saving me the job of doing it.
Are you saying you don't want Moldavia to be a part of your empire?
I'm saying I'm not particularly fussed in whether he's a march or whether
Most
I have him
glorious
annexed.
state in all of Europe. Poor Moldavians. A lot of these countries, it's like look at his flag. Look how cool the flag is for Moldavia. And what rich and fascinating history they must have as a people. But just where they're located, they just get screwed over. You know? It's
By everyone.
It's like...
If you invade...
It's like...
Anybody who wants to invade Europe goes via Moldavia.
It's like we're gonna get invaded by Muslims and, Russians, and we're not gonna be able to trade with the Atlantic Ocean. It's just gonna be a shit show. It's because of where we're located.
There you go, Manchester.
And then one day, everyone in Europe is just like, yeah, religion, it's just not that important to me like it used to be. And Manchester's there, he's like, yes, finally.
What kind of ratio do heavy ships trade to with light ships?
A lot.
So if the Danes have got 8 heavy ships, how many light ships am I going to need to get through that other than a lot?
Hold on.
I'm assuming 30 won't do it.
Alright, so a heavy ship has 60 cannons and 30 hull size for the galleon, and the light ship has 12 cannons, I think.
15 cannons and 12
15
hull size.
cannons. So 4 light ships for equal cannons, and then you will
Another
lose
2.5.
Yeah, so you will need like 7 per heavy ship.
You know, 4 light ships will give you the same number of cannons and more hull size. So it should be about 4 to 1, I reckon.
No, because they will die way faster.
That's true. Fuck's sake.
I'd say 5 or 6 per heavy ship, at least.